Okay, I am going to do the final flip through of this in this video with all the ephemera I did and that. But first, I want to show you my magic bag. So in this magic bag, I have some really fun stuff. I have pops of color from scrapbook.com, which I haven't opened up yet. And these are liquid pearls, which I'm loving to bits. And then I have glossy accents, which makes things, it's going to be shiny, right? I love shiny stuff. And then enamel accents, which is a dimensional, this one is a dimensional white. And what I'm going to do is, I can't do this, they take overnight to dry in Florida. So I can't do every page with this because I'm not that patient, but I do want to do some glossy accents and some dots and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work left to right, because if I put my arm down into anything, it's going to get yucky. So let's figure out what we want over here. I'm thinking this could be fun to add spots to these crosses. Well, I can't have like it's making a big, huge snooky thing up. There we go. Now we're getting more of a dot. And this is going to be a little shiny. It's going to be a little textural. I'm just loving how it adds a little bit to the pieces that I've been doing lately. I never knew I would be a shiny dot person. Okay, I love that. I feel like, ooh, do I want to, I think I'm going to glossy accents this part down here. And this will just, it makes it look like it's under glass. It's really, really a cool thing. And I have a bigger bottle of this put aside. I had gotten a tiny little bottle. I don't know why. I like it. But the bigger bottle is honestly more useful. And I will have a link, like always, to all the stuff I'm using. Okay. And then you do have to pull it. It won't move. It's going to stay where it is. So you have to kind of go around and combine the little spots that you've made. But it is so pretty when it's dry. It just looks like it's been enameled. Okay, we're going to leave that like, oh, there's a big empty spot. Sometimes you need to step away a little bit and lean back so you can see if there's parts that are not covered. Because like I said, it won't spread. It's going to stay right there. So I kind of love what this did. I did go around and darken up the stuff. I may darken it up some more. So now let's come in here. Do I want to glossy accents any of this? I'm thinking the sunflower or the rabbit. I'm thinking the rabbit. Who am I kidding? I'm going to do the rabbit. It's going to be a little bit of a pain because I'm going to have to go around all these little bends and stuff. But I think in the end it will be totally worth it because it will make him pop out. And he's my favorite part of this front. And then you really do have to leave this set up flat. So that's the reason why I'm doing this now, and then I'll come back and I'll show you all the rest of it, is you have to lay it down flat, because if you have it on an angle, it's going to move a little bit. All these things will move a little bit. The dots will be kind of ovals and oblongs and distorted, and then the glossy accent will shift, and you don't want that. Oh, I'm going to love him. This is exciting. And glossy accents isn't super expensive, but it's also not super cheap. I don't use it on everything I do, especially not kind of on a big area like this, but for the cover of this super special junk journal, I have no problems using the glossy accents to highlight my bunny rabbit. And that's so fun. I was just editing one of the other videos in this series, and we had bunnies out front that Kitty and I were looking at, so it's appropriate that we had bunnies on the cover. Okay, there we go. Oh, is that an empty spot? There we go. You gotta try to poke the bubbles because the bubbles will stay. Okay. And I don't need it perfect. I'm not trying for that, but any big bubbles I try to poke. All right, and then let's do some red. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a red dot at the bottom of each of her triangles or trapezoids or whatever these things are. Let's see, would there be one there? I can't really see it, so I'm not going to do it. And as you can tell, I haven't speeded this up or slowed this down. I am not trying to do this perfectly. Let's see. Just put my arm in the glossy accents from over there. Do we want to do the dots on her bodice? Or I feel like, oh, I was going to say that might be a bit much, but I'm a bit much kind of gal, so I'm going to do them. Oh, look how cute that turned out. That'll just help highlight her. Okay. I think I want a little gold in her crown too. And you just have to, like, it's not going to be perfect. You're putting a bunch of liquid down. I'm just trying to make as much of a peak as I can to her crown, but it's not going to be perfect, and I'm fine with that. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to put all my things away. I'm going to set this aside, and when this is dry and we come back, I am going to show you the entire walkthrough of this journal. Okay, it's dry and it's time to call this one. Oh, I was using this to sand down the little pointies on it. One of them I was too aggressive and I sanded it right off. But there were little points and they were a little bit owie. So let's go through the whole thing. I love how this guy feels on here. I don't know if you can tell, but he's super shiny and cool. I think the highlights on this gal turned out really well. Tim Holtz ephemera, 49 in Market, fabric tape. Eventually, I might use this to make a journal because it's all ready to go. I just didn't do anything with the insides. I like these eyes. I like how all the ephemera came out. I don't think I showed you that step. Still don't love this page, but I'm not mad at it. I would probably keep this page and maybe do something over here. I think I don't like that her face got red. Love this page. This is, I adore that. This one turned out really cute, and this is the one I glued together and then taped. So this no longer flaps down, and this is what doing a journal like this helps you do. I'm getting ready to do another journal. I'll give you a sneak peek. We're going to use this cover I'll just pull the insides out. Maybe we'll use those pages to make a We Are Memory Keepers journal using all my We Are Memory Keepers stuff, but that's a journal for another day. Look, strings. I love strings. All right. This one, nope, that just has a flap. This one's cute. This one opens up, doesn't it? For a gal we forgot about. She's cute. I love this. I don't know if you can see that, but that turned out good. I love those eyes. I love this page. This spread is probably my favorite in the whole thing. I kind of like this one. Look, I did this inside. This is a pull out. But I think that turned out really cute. This opens up. And I had a gal email me and say that I could do varnish spray and keep them from sticking together. And I think that's a great idea. I don't worry about it. And then here's the back. So I love the covers. This makes me happy. These are my favorite pages, and I put some of my favorite images on these covers. So I feel like as a journal, this one turned out really, really cool. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobsen, Artsy Fartsy Life.